Yeah, see, if you want, it just आपका painting हिले नहीं. That's why I have already taped the paper. So that's why I need a tape. That's okay if you don't have. You can do it free as well. So that's not it's optional. A candle, you can use this wax candles, or if you have a birthday candles, so even this works. Then if you have a wax crayon, so you need a white color in your wax crayons. Then you need a paper. I'm using a watercolor paper. So my paper thickness is 300 GSM thickness of the paper, because I'm using watercolor. These are the watercolor palette I have. Pencil, eraser, and knife, because while working with the wax, you need a sharp edge. So for this, I need a knife. So those are one thing. Crayons, I need a white color in it. So you all can use a wax crayon, not the plastic crayon. It should be wax crayon. All pastel color also works fine. For those who are using canvas, I would request whenever you are working with candle, just press a little bit hard, because canvas में वो छोटे छोटे granules रहते हैं, तो वहाँ wax जाना थोड़ा सा impossible है. So try and draw a little bit with the pressure. That's so those who are using acrylic color, I request while working, when you start painting on it, make sure that your color should be little bit watery. Now what happens if you're directly using acrylic color, so it kind of वो दिखेगा नहीं. So while I'm using a watercolor, because it kind of wax के ऊपर नहीं लगेगा, so it will watercolor works best. Your again acrylic color is fine. One more thing you need is a salt. So please, I want everybody to just be ready with the salt. So just be ready with the few brushes. So if you are going to do a bigger size, or if you have a lot of background, empty background, then use a flat brush, because obviously you have to cover the background more. If you are doing a detail work, tiny detail work, then round brushes are fine. So I'm using number 5, number 7, number 9, number 11, and I think this tiny brushes are not required at all. So with the wax, you won't be able to see me how I'm doing it, because obviously it's a white and white. So I'll make sure that I'll zoom it a little bit, and then you'll be able to see it a little bit clear. So first of all, I'll draw it with the pencil, so that you'll get an idea how I'm drawing it. So the pencil is not at all requirement. You just have to directly draw with the wax. But as I'm teaching it to you today, so that's why I have to show it to you all, that how I'm doing it, and you'll be able to see. Hi everyone, this is Ami from Design More. Today we are going to learn a wax resist painting. Wax resist means, so whenever we are doing a wax and you do a color on top of it, it kind of removes the color. So that's why we call it a wax resist painting. So here you all can see the sample piece of wax color, and I have taken A5 size of watercolor sheet. You all can use any size, it depends on the picture which you are taking it. And here I have already masked the paper with the tape, so that it just stays at one place. And for this you need a watercolor, pencil, rubber, and you all can use any wax. This is a wax crayon, wax candle, and a normal candle. Even you all can use the colorful candle, because it's kind of not giving any color into it, so this is fine. And few brushes. Okay, so let's start the workshop. So here I'm taking it a little bit zoom. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tree, and branches, so that you will be able to see the intricate work in it. So here obviously I will directly do it with the wax, but just because I'm teaching you, so you'll be able to see it. So here I'm starting the tree from here, then I'll remove it, I'll erase it. So here I'll start one set of tree. I'm drawing a very, very light. So here I've started, then little bit on the upper side, then again here, then and so as you all can see, I have drawn the the trees. So obviously when you do a wax on top of this pencil area, so your pencil would be visible. So make sure that you remove the pencil mark. So even if you all see, I have, see, it's a very light mark of the pencil. I've just drawn a straight line, and then I'll draw the branches with the wax. Okay, so for here, if you see, this line is very less visible. So I want this type of a pencil. So now I'll erase it, everything. It's just visible to me only. Okay, so now just visible to me. Now just take a wax and make sure that it should be sharp enough, otherwise you'll get a thicker lines. So here start with the wax. And I'm drawing it. So you won't be able to see because it's white and white, but you'll see the shine. So once you finishes your drawing, it will give you a shine. So once I'll complete ये करके दिखाती हूँ, then I'll give you a 10 minutes to draw your design. With a little bit of a zoom. So as you all can see, this is a wax marks over here. So when you see, there's a shine. Can you all see the shine? So those who have a question or anything, and just write me, just text me on this. So I'll move ahead. If you all are done with the drawing and all, just type in yes, so that I would be able to see that you all are done or not. I am good. So I have just completed this part. Now I'll do the branch. So what I'll do, I'll little bit sharp the edges of this, so it's kind of giving you a sharp edge. See, I would request you don't draw it with the pencil. If you have some design in your mind, so do it directly, because then once you do the color on top of it, the pencil mark would be visible. Because obviously you have done the wax on top of it, you will not get the color on the wax. So pencil mark आपका दिखेगा. So just to avoid pencil mark, what you can do is just lighten the pencil mark, and then you do the wax on top of it. As you all can see that in this picture there is no pencil mark because I've directly, draw this particular drawing. Now I move to the branch, or else what you can do is you all can use the wax crayon because it's already has a sharpened edge. What I'll do, I'll draw a branch. So as you all can see, there is the branches is visible now. See this? You all can see the shine part. Yeah. And on the bottom here, I'll draw a little dots over here. Really scattered one. Like this. So that you'll get that, the land muddy effect over here. And then it's not necessary to rub this on the full picture. I'm not understanding anything. Okay. Just let me, come back. I'll just show you finishes of this. So I need again a big candle, and you just have to rub very lightly on top of it. So it's again, this is not necessary, but obviously I'm doing this tree part, so that's why I'm just rubbing this. That's all. You need not require to do the whole candle on top of it. So yes, I again repeat the whole process. So here you just need, I am using A5 size paper, and I'm kind of giving a forest look over here. So I have drawn the trees here. Okay, so what you have to do is you all directly use the candle. If you have some design in your mind, okay, then you directly start work on top of your paper. And if you want to draw something, just draw. So here, as you all can see, there's pencil lines over here. I'll little bit zoom it. So as you all can see, the pencil marks over here. Okay, so you just draw the pattern first which you want, and then just आपको erase करना है कि सिर्फ आपको ही दिखाई दे वैसे. And then once you do it with this, start draw with the wax candle which I've used this. So just start drawing like this on your pencil mark like this. Okay, and for the branch I've used this wax crayon because it's already has a sharp edges. So for branches obviously I need a thinner size, or else what you do is just cut it off and make it sharp, and then you start draw the branches. And a little bit dots over here, and just I've rubbed the whole candle on top of it just to give a little bit nice effect on the top. So here again I have drawn one picture of the flower because I'll show you this and this as well. So what I've done is मैंने ये पूरा part empty रखा है, and I have just drawn this flower, okay, with the pencil. So just what you have to do is, obviously because I want to do the whole flower, I'll rub the flower, and then whenever there is a petal mark or anything, I'll just do a wax on top of this pencil mark, so that ये पूरा flower with the wax cover हो जाएगा. And then I'll start the coloring. And it's not necessary to draw particular thing like a flower or scenery. Anything you can take. You can do abstract work, geometrical work. So meanwhile I'll do wax on top of this as well. So I'm just drawing the second piece of mine so that our work go a little bit faster. So I've done wax on my this floral part as well. So let's start with the painting. So make sure that your wax, watercolor. Now we don't require wax, so just remove it and keep your paintbrush. I'm using this brown and little bit this flat brush. Yep, that's fine. Okay, guys. So now, obviously, I'm not. I'm making this painting very colorful. So here, I'll take a little bit of a darker, blue like this, and a little bit of a gray on top of it, and then tinge of pink and a little bit yellow and a little bit orange, and on the bottom I'll do a grass look. Okay, so let's start. So before you start with the watercolor, make sure that obviously आपको यहाँ भी you have to fill first. You have to take a water and take a little bit of a water and just first you have to do it with the water. Take a sufficient amount of water. Okay, now I'll take this darker blue. You all can take any brush, and whichever is comfortable, I would just go for that. Okay, so here, see. I've taken a blue. As you all can see, this is visible now. Now I'll take a little bit of purple. A little bit of a grey. See, now the trees and the branches and everything is visible. Is the water rubbing part necessary? Of course, because then what, if you start directly using this watercolor, it will give you a patch. So we don't want a patch, okay? So that's why. We have to be kind of a shade. Now I'll take a little bit of an orange. Yellow. Fun and colorful. Yes. So now you'll see the painting. It's coming up very, very nice. Just have to mix it. Should not look, matching. You just have to wash each and every single color. Then and only this picture will look very fantastic. Here, see this, the beautiful shades. Now, using orange. And yellow. So every time I'm little bit washing my brush so that the other color kind of not overlapping it, so that you'll get the shade which you want. Okay, now I'll do a grasper. So I'm taking a darker green and a lighter green. So I start with the lighter green first. So here I have taken a lighter green shade. Take a water, spread it well. And you just have to see you have to merge it, see the orange. So you'll not get the patch. Here I have merged my light green. Now I'll take a darker green. And you see the tiny dots we have done over here. It's very, very easily visible. So now again I'll take a darker shade over here on the edge. I'll take a black to make it a little bit olive shade. See this. I love it. Yeah, running effect on top of it. See this. So I want this kind of effect. So as you are done with this work, I splash water just to make it little bit, free flow like this. See this, okay? And then immediately I put a salt. So once this dries, it gives you, this kind of effect on it. I hope I'm clear. See this painting now. It's looking amazing. So this way you have to color and make sure that your color should blend very nicely. And let the color flow from the top, because once this dries, it gives you a very nice look. So here, let this painting be as it is. You have to put water. You just splash the water with the brush. So just take a plain water. Don't use the colored water, because then kind of merges the whole color. So put a fresh water. Take a fresh water and just kind of splash it, and just remove the excess water like this way. So it gives you a nice effect over here. So as you can see, all the tree, the branches, it's very easily available. See, it's visible. And you see the tiny dot mark. And once this salts dry, once this dries, then and only you just remove the tape. Otherwise, let it be as it is. Now I'll show you the other painting. You can continue. It's the same process which I'm doing right now. So here, this is my floral work. Again, I'll take water. Okay, I'm little going upwards as well, because I want to color it here as well. Now, I'm taking this orange, a little bit a darker shade of orange, yellow, and a little bit brown in the middle. So here, I'll start with the brown. So as you all can see, it's just because of water, the color is spreading very well. So here I've taken a brown. Now I'll take orange. Now see the effect. I'm taking a little bit darker shade. Here, and then just wash your brush, and then I'll take yellow. And just with the water, color it. This I'm just giving it a free flow. Kind of gives a shade. Yeah. I hope you all can see this. And a little bit of yellow. And this. Okay. Now, if you want, you all can use salt here in this middle part, because I want that look just and just over here. So here, as you all can see, this floral pattern is also done. And you'll see the wax part. So it kind of removes your color and gives you the nice look. See this. So water blends the color very well. So don't use a less water, because it kind of gives you shades as well, and it mixes very well and would not give you the patchy look. See, now I want everybody to mark. See here, as you all can see, I have draw with the pencil this part. So I've done wax on top of it. So as you all can see, the pencil mark is visible. That's why I insist. So whenever you draw, make sure that you just kind of remove the pencil mark. It just should be visible to you only, so that it would be it will not it will look good once if there is no pencil mark. See this. See the look. Have you draw it? So your drawing also should be clear. Okay, what you want to draw actually. So go for a bigger drawing. As you all can see, this is a very small painting I've done, but still it's looking very good. So first of all, I want all of you all to try on a smaller surface. Practice with the shading and color, and then you start draw the bigger picture. I'll show you the wrinkle part. For this, I need a sponge. So I'll cut it into a smaller part. I'll show you in this. Now suppose I want to give a little bit of a darker shade, because once you do the darker shade, then and only you will get this effect. So here, again, first of all, make it little bit watery. Okay, darker color you take as dark as possible, but it should be like this. So I'm doing only sides right now. Okay, so kind of this emerges, and now I'm taking a sponge. See the effect, sponge, and immediately lift it. So just take a color and see if you all can see this kind of gives you a. Once this dries completely, it will give you this kind of a look. If you don't have this sponge now, so what you have to do is take just a watery brush, because you have already done the color on top of it, and see this. So it's not necessary to use a sponge. See this effect. Even this looks very good. Hope I'm clear, and that's it from my side. I hope all of you all have enjoyed the workshop, and I would love to see your artwork. So once it finishes once it dries, do send me a picture. Everybody enjoy this.